Have you ever walked into a room, called your cat's name, and been met with absolute eerie silence? You check under the bed, behind the sofa, inside the closet. Nothing. It's like they vanished into thin air. If you're asking yourself, why is my cat hiding? You are not alone. This sudden disappearing act can be confusing, frustrating, and sometimes completely terrifying. But what if I told you that hiding is actually one of the most complex, hardwired, and fascinating behaviors in the feline world? Keep watching, because the reason your furry friend is currently squeezed behind the washing machine might completely change how you understand them. The silent alarm of stress. While instincts play a massive role, sometimes a hiding cat is a deeply stressed cat. Felines are notorious creatures of habit. They thrive on routine and predictability. When that routine is disrupted, even slightly, their stress levels can skyrocket. Have you recently moved furniture around? Did you host a noisy dinner party last night? Even something as seemingly minor as switching to a new brand of scented floor cleaner can send a sensitive cat scurrying for cover. Their sense of smell and hearing are incredibly acute, meaning what registers as a minor annoyance to us can feel like an overwhelming assault on their senses. Hiding is their coping mechanism. It is their way of hitting the pause button on a world that has suddenly become too loud, too bright, or too unpredictable. By retreating into a dark, quiet space, they are actively trying to self-soothe and lower their elevated heart rate. The illusion of illness. We've covered stress and instincts, but what if the hiding isn't about what's happening around them, but what's happening inside their bodies? Stay with me here, because understanding this next reason is absolutely crucial and could literally save your cat's life. In the wild, a sick or injured animal is a prime target for predators. Showing weakness is practically a death sentence. Therefore, cats have evolved to be absolute masters of disguise when it comes to pain and illness. If your normally social, affectionate cat suddenly becomes a permanent resident of the space beneath your bed, they might be trying to mask physical discomfort. They hide because they feel vulnerable. This could be anything from a minor stomach ache to arthritis, dental pain, or severe kidney issues. When a cat is unwell, their instinct is to isolate themselves in a quiet, undisturbed area to conserve energy and heal. If the hiding is sudden, prolonged, and accompanied by lethargy or a lack of appetite, it's not just a quirk, it's a giant red flag telling you it is time to visit the veterinarian immediately. Stranger danger and new arrivals. Cats are incredibly territorial. Their home is their kingdom, mapped out with their own invisible scent markers. When an intruder breaches these invisible walls, the immediate reaction is often retreat. This intruder doesn't have to be a burglar. It could be the plumber, your new roommate, a newly adopted puppy, or even a newborn baby. These new additions bring unfamiliar smells, unpredictable movements, and strange noises into the cat's carefully controlled environment. Hiding is the most rational response to an unknown entity. It allows the cat to assess the threat level from a safe distance. They are observing the new arrival, analyzing their patterns, and deciding whether they are friend or foe. Forcing a cat out of hiding to say hello to a guest or a new pet is one of the worst things you can do. It strips them of their security and can escalate their fear into aggressive defensiveness. The Temperature Control Center. Sometimes the mystery of the hiding cat has a surprisingly simple, practical explanation. They are just trying to get comfortable. Cats have a higher core body temperature than humans, usually running between 100.5 and 102.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Because of this, they are constantly seeking out microclimates within your home to regulate their body heat. On a sweltering summer day, you might find your cat flattened out on the cool tile floor of a dark bathroom or squeezed behind the toilet. They're utilizing the coolest, most shaded areas of the house to bring their body temperature down. Conversely, during the dead of winter, that same cat might burrow deep under your heavy duvet, squeeze behind a warm radiator, or hide inside a cramped cardboard box. Small, enclosed spaces trap their body heat, creating a cozy, insulated oven. So before you worry about stress or illness, check the thermostat. Your cat might just be playing the ultimate game of hot and cold. Sensory overload and the need to decompress. Have you ever had a long, exhausting day where all you wanted to do was lock your bedroom door, turn off your phone, and be completely alone? Cats experience this exact same feeling of social and sensory fatigue. Even the most affectionate, lap-loving felines have a limit to how much petting, talking, and interaction they can handle. This is especially true in busy households with young children or multiple pets. When a cat becomes overstimulated, their nervous system goes into overdrive. The constant touching, the loud noises of a TV, or the chaotic running of toddlers can push them past their breaking point. Hiding is their version of taking a mental health day. They are seeking a sensory deprivation chamber. They need a dark, silent space to decompress, reset their nervous system, and simply be alone. It's crucial to respect this boundary. Think of their hiding spot as a do not disturb sign permanently hung on the door. The hunter's game. You might think your cat is cowering in fear, but what if they are actually plotting an attack? Don't look away, because the real reason your cat is hiding behind that curtain might be to turn you into their next victim, in the most playful way possible, of course. For a cat, hiding isn't always a defensive maneuver, it's an offensive strategy. It is the cornerstone of their hunting behavior. When your cat peeks out from behind the sofa, pupils dilated, tail twitching slightly, they are practicing their stalking skills. You or the family dog or a dangling toy have become the prey. This type of hiding is characterized by intense focus and sudden explosive bursts of energy. They will lie in wait, perfectly still, until the exact right moment to pounce. It is a vital form of mental and physical stimulation. Engaging with this behavior by dragging a wand toy past their hiding spot can satisfy their inner hunter and turn a hiding spell into an incredibly enriching play session. The changing mind of the senior cat. As our cats age, their behavior inevitably changes. If you have a senior cat who has recently started hiding more frequently, there are specific age-related factors to consider. Older cats often experience a natural decline in their senses. Their vision might blur and their hearing might fade. A world that was once easily navigable can suddenly become confusing and intimidating. Hiding provides a smaller, more manageable environment where they feel in control. Furthermore, older cats sleep significantly more than younger ones, requiring uninterrupted rest in secure locations. There is also the possibility of cognitive decline. Cats can become disoriented or forgetful, leading to increased anxiety. They might hide because they are genuinely confused about their surroundings or their routine. Providing a highly accessible, extremely comfortable, and consistently located safe space is vital for the well-being of an aging feline. Pregnancy and the nesting instinct. For unspayed female cats, a sudden disappearance often has a very biological cause. If an intact female cat goes missing within the house, there is a strong possibility she is pregnant and preparing to give birth. In the late stages of pregnancy, maternal instincts kick into high gear. The mother-to-be will actively seek out a dark, quiet, warm, and highly secluded area to serve as her nest. She is looking for the safest possible environment to deliver and protect her incredibly vulnerable kittens. You might find her holed up in the back of a closet, inside a dresser drawer, or under a low-lying piece of furniture. If you suspect this is the case, it is incredibly important to give her space. Disturbing her chosen nesting area can cause immense stress and may even prompt her to move the kittens repeatedly once they are born. Building a feline fortress. So, what should you do when your cat vanishes? The most important rule is the hardest to follow. Leave them alone. Never force a cat out of their hiding spot, as this will only destroy their trust and increase their fear. Instead, focus on making their environment as accommodating as possible. Create intentional safe spaces throughout your home. High perches, like cat trees or cleared-off shelves, allow them to observe safely from above. Enclosed spaces, like cardboard boxes, covered beds, or even a carrier left open in a quiet corner, provide excellent ground-level retreats. Respecting the shadows. The invisible cat phenomenon is a complex puzzle, pieced together by wild instincts, emotional needs, and physical realities. Whether they are seeking warmth, escaping a noisy toddler, practicing their ambush skills, or masking an illness, hiding is your cat's way of communicating with you. They are telling you exactly what they need in that moment, even if they are doing it in total silence. By understanding the deep-rooted psychology behind why your cat retreats to the shadows, you can stop feeling frustrated and start becoming a better, more empathetic companion. The next time you find yourself staring at an empty room, wondering where your cat went, remember that their hiding spot isn't a rejection, it's a sanctuary. Respect the shadows, provide the safe spaces, and watch as your hidden tiger eventually emerges, confident, calm, and ready to reconnect on their own terms.